Good morning, Pawleys Island peeps. What is today? Today is October 24th. It is the 5th?
25th.
Ooh, Sunday, soggy Sunday here on beautiful Pawleys Island. It is October 25th, 2020, and it is time
For your sunrise and surf report.
with Dave Claytoni.
And Lisa Clayton. And our friend George Fleming.
Yes, George is with us today.
And Chelsea's up there. You can't see
Yes.
it because it's really dim.
So it's raining cats and dogs right now, so we're not using George's phone. So last night I saw George post that he has the new iPhone 12. And I said, George, let's do it. Meet us and we'll use your phone to go live. And then the rain started this morning. So we're using...
Waterproof than yours.
Yes, but you don't want to start his life of his phone out in the rain. You know? So, but George is with us for our morning stroll. Chelsea as well. She's in front of us. Today is National Mother-in-Law's Day, y'all. Can you believe it? Who's got a great mother-in-law? I've got two of them. Do you have to do that? Do you have to do something for Mother-in-Law Day? Should you?
Acknowledge them. They're responsible for that significant other in your life. That makes such a wonderful difference.
Yes. Do you all do something for your mother-in-laws on Mother-in-Law's Day? I didn't know there was a Mother-in-Law's Day.
I didn't either.
Have you ever done anything, George, in the past?
No.
You have a great mother-in-law.
So do you.
Darcy's mom
It's awesome.
is wonderful.
He is.
Here we go. We made it.
So it's pouring down.
It is not pouring down.
I'd say this is pouring down.
Pouring down, you'll be able to see in front of you. This is a steady drizzle without being too crazy. You're not soaking wet. I'm looking at your shirt. You still have dry spots.
Really?
If it was pouring down, you wouldn't have dry spots.
So how would you describe this rain this morning, George?
It's just
Heavy drizzle.
a heavy drizzle. Yeah, not too bad.
Is it cold? Is it a cold rain?
Cold.
No, it's not. It's not very windy.
No.
6 mile an hour winds.
It is 6 mile an hour?
Yeah.
Where are they out of?
Oh my, let me look. Tides for fishing. Where are you? Let's see. I looked at it earlier. Okay.
That was my hand in front of the camera. Sorry.
12 miles an hour from the south.
So the wind's out of the south.
Wind gusts to 12 miles an hour, sorry. 7 miles per hour now. It sped up a little bit.
Okay.
Temp is 73.
Perfect morning.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So visibility is only 10 miles.
It doesn't seem like 10. It looks like it's... Well, there is a boat out there, probably 2 miles. Can y'all see the boat?
You mean the big light?
The light.
The only light you see?
There is one other person on the beach this morning, and they're walking. This is a perfect morning to sleep in.
True that.
Wow.
Alright. So the air is 73, the water is 75. So the water is actually 2 degrees warmer than the
Nice.
with that 7 miles per hour wind, but it's coming out of the south. It might be warmer today.
William Page says good morning.
Good morning.
He says good morning, Dave and Lisa! Exclamation mark. So this is what his comment means to me when he says that. Good morning, Dave and Lisa! Because it's an exclamation mark.
Very excited.
You should see Lisa's face right now. She's like, what are you doing? Now Robbie is saying I cannot see anything.
Yeah, it's really
It's-
really overcast and dark right now.
It is dark. So we're gonna go closer to the ocean.
Yesterday this time we had like mountains in the background. It was still dark, but it was.
What do you mean mountains in the background?
What is it? You could see like the way the sun was just, the pre-show as we call it. You could start to see like the clouds that were back there look like mountains.
You
on
said
top
they
of the
looked
ocean.
like dragon heads
Well,
yesterday.
yeah, two of them look like dragons.
Speaking of dragon heads,
Oh Lord.
yesterday we had ocean dragon for dinner in Pawleys Island there at the Food Lion Shopping Center. And Chelsea, come over here, Chelsea. Come read the fortune cookie. So Chelsea had a fortune cookie yesterday that was very wise. And so she's going to share it with us. Justin Steele, good morning. We have got to have you on this show one morning, Justin, for sure. All right, Chell Bell, hold on a second. So, Chell Bell,
Cold.
so this is not the good news. This is just interesting news, okay?
So we had ocean dragon.
Yeah, we had Asian Dragon last night, and you had a fortune cookie. What did it say?
Well, I had all the fortune cookies. Well, anyway, after I opened it, and it said, business is a lot like tennis. If you don't serve well, you lose.
Could all of you hear that? So Lisa and I said, wow, we're going to have to share that tomorrow morning with our friends, like George. George is joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning, George. And Lisa.
Good morning.
We said, we're going to share that with our morning friends for the Sunrise and Surf Report, and then we're going to find a scripture that kind of relates to that and share that, because I thought that was really interesting. I'm going to turn down this little microphone one notch because it keeps going red when I talk. Can you see better now, William?
Well, it's starting to lighten up.
Justin's saying turn on the lights. Oh, how funny.
You can show on the boat. There's a light there.
There is a light there.
There's a light. That's the best we can do right now.
Yes. Good morning, Holly.
Of course, you could show them the pier. You can see all the lights down there. Watch your head, Chubbos.
Yes. William is saying it's lighting up fast.
Yes.
It is.
So what time is sunrise?
7:29 is sunrise,
Okay.
and then, or 7:30, or depends on your app. They're usually about a minute apart on some of them. 6:20, I think, or 6:21 is sunset.
That early. Wow.
And high tide was at 3:35 this morning, so it's now falling.
There's a lot of beach out here right now. What time is the low tide?
The low tide will be at 9:54. So if you come out to the beach at 10,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have a large beach.
90% chance of rain. And right now, it is raining here in Pawleys Island, Justin Steele. Thank you for checking in and giving us the rain update in Georgetown, Justin. Outstanding work. How would you describe it, Justin? I would say
He says pouring rain.
it's umbrella. It's umbrella worthy. Wouldn't you, George?
Only because I have to
Yeah,
stand here
it's-
for 30 minutes.
It's actually started raining a little harder since we got
Yeah,
here.
it has started raining harder.
This is fun. Wow. This is day 137 of the Sunrise and Surf Report. So
This is probably the third time we've had rain.
I think it's the third or fourth time that we have, and there is no such thing as rained out. as long as there's no lightning. Now we got to look at
We
Chelsea.
came out on lightning.
Y'all have got to see Chelsea. This is hilarious.
Shut up. She looks like a bum on the beach.
No, don't. Oh, Justin describes the rain as a pleasant shower.
I
like that.
Excellent use of adjectives.
Yes. Good morning, Rob.
Oh, no Robin Sugar, huh?
No Robin Sugar. You keep poking me with that thing.
I have not moved. You walk into me. I can't help you.
Oh,
I see
goodness.
The big green umbrella.
Oh, Sherry. Yes. Let's get on with the sunrise and surf report.
Light rain and dark in Georgetown in Gray Man Cove. Okay.
Nice. Thank you, Robbie.
Robbie Base.
Yes. So Robbie is going to be drumming here shortly at church. We have 2 church services this morning. Pawleys Island Community Church. One's at 9, right?
yeah.
And the other's at
10:45.
10:45.
Right?
Yes. So that is wonderful. I will be in Phil's class at 9 o'clock. We may see Phil out here.
He comes out any weather.
He doesn't do rain sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. But I still will never forget him coming bringing his surfboard when the lightning was out there. That was crazy.
That was a little crazy.
He was so at peace. It's like, wow, okay.
So George, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Uh-oh.
What do you like best about your mother-in-law?
Mm.
What is your favorite thing about your mother-in-law this morning? Or I'll give you a choice of 2 questions just to complicate it. Or what characteristic in your wife do you notice in your mother-in-law and are grateful for?
Well, the most thing I like about my mother-in-law, she's always very helpful. We can depend on her if we need help with the kids or anything. You know, her and my father-in-law, Dennis, were always there to help, no matter what.
Isn't that great? You feel their support.
Oh yes, always. We have wonderful support from them.
And that's exactly the way Darcy is. She's very supportive.
Very supportive.
That's great.
Yes.
So I'm also very impressed with George this morning because he is not in a tree stand. Because George's favorite passion this time of year, no matter what the weather, no matter what is going on, is to be in a tree stand waiting on a deer. So could you fill us in a little bit, George, on your deer killing so far this year? That's terrible.
I would say.
So far this year, I've had a good season. I've had 3 deer.
Wow.
Had an 8-point earlier in the season, then a 6-point, and then a little smaller 3-point that we thought was a doe, but I was trying to get Darcy to shoot it, and she couldn't get the gun up, so she just told me to shoot it.
So you've gotten Darcy out there with you.
Yes, she goes. I actually have a stand that her and I get in, and it's totally covered so she doesn't get wet if it rains.
Do you snuggle?
No, we don't snuggle.
You just sit.
We just sit there.
Lisa keeps hitting me.
But she enjoys it.
That's great.
She loves it. And Presley, our youngest, she loves going out there. So
That's great.
we make it a family affair.
I love it.
Sorry, you were closer than I realized. I didn't mean to hit you quite that hard.
No, that's okay. I'm okay. The ringing in my ears has died down. Oh my goodness. So the
Yeah.
sun is rising right this minute, I believe, right over there.
No, that's not where it's been rising. It's been rising over here. Remember?
A little bit, right there.
Towards the end of the pier.
No, not that. It's not that far, dear.
Yeah. It was a lot further than way up here. Okay, sunrise. It's now 7:18.
Oh, so we have another 10
I was
minutes.
gonna say,
We
your
have
sense of time doesn't work too well sometimes.
So Robbie's supposed to be playing golf after church today.
Oh.
So he's asking, what are my chances of playing? So according to our apps, and we've done incredible research this morning, between 5:55 and 6:55, we compiled all the data, and I think there's about a
I don't know.
20% chance that you'll play, Robbie. I break the news to you. So there is a minus button right here, my dear, and I cannot touch it. My hands are wet. Could you shine the light right there for me? Because I have got to do this minus button because it keeps going red, which means they're having trouble hearing me. There we go. So I turn down the mic.
Put this over the microphone. I didn't know you need to get the microphone wet.
It's not. It's not getting wet. I've got it covered.
The cover gets wet.
I know. I've got it covered.
Then the microphone gets wet.
Once again, the eyes. So you love the fact that your mother-in-law is so serving, right? She's giving.
Really light right there.
So that fits right in with our verse of the day
I'm not serving.
about serving. Yes.
Psalm 102.
Psalm 100, verse 2. Carla says she hears us loud and clear.
Thank you, Carla. I knew you probably did.
Good.
The ocean's not that loud this morning.
So George, when's the last time you were up in the rain, standing like out here on the beach like this?
Out on the beach, it's probably been a couple of years since I've been in the rain on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
In the woods in the rain, not that long ago.
So
According to our app, we have rain pretty much throughout the day until 18 hours from now.
so it's going to be sprinkling like this a lot of the day.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of overcast and rain.
So I would describe today so far as the perfect day to sleep in.
Oh, no. You can enjoy this morning.
Can you? I'm enjoying it.
Beautiful morning.
It is beautiful.
Well, rain
Oh.
always signifies cleansing and growth.
Yes,
I always look at the positive.
that's true. So how are the waves?
Tiny.
Are they tiny? They don't look tiny.
You can't even hear them. Usually.
Look at them. Come on with me.
Waves are 1.6, 12 seconds apart.
12 seconds apart is a good thing.
Not for surfers, but
Yeah, they
not
look
the best surfing
they look a little
waves.
closer together. Look,
Well, because we're at the jetty.
kind of.
They're going to be closer at the jetty, but if you go towards the pier, you'll probably a little smoother out.
That's true. So the wind is definitely out of the south, which means if I turn this microphone this way, you're probably going to hear it. Do you hear that?
Really?
I'm just trying to experiment with the microphone a little bit.
Oh, okay. So when you turn north with a southern wind, what does it sound like? What does it sound
Well, there's a
like?
microphone on both sides of it now. This is exciting. So the only way you probably like it is if we do this.
There's a little birdie's eating. Right there on the beach. Right in front of you. See? Down there.
Yeah, there's a baby bird right there.
I don't know if they're babies. I think that's just a type of bird.
Carla says there's not much difference when you turn towards the
Well, good.
hear it
That's a
all.
good thing.
That is a good thing.
Microphone may be helping.
Yes.
Now this is where the hammerheads sometimes, well, they'll be up here and then they get caught as the water's going out because they lose track of where the sandbars are.
And they're just focusing on eating.
Yeah.
So there is one other person out here, and they have an umbrella.
I have an umbrella and you choose not to stand under it. George has his hat on. Oh, look at the birds. So, did you see the butterflies?
Did you see the butterflies, George, this year?
Did anybody see butterflies? Think they might be coming late?
Christine is watching, and she is healing. Her body is healing after what happened to her. She had a tough week. But Christine, I will tell you, you should feel no guilt for not being out here right now. Because it is raining.
And the wind's gotten a little, the wind kicked up a little.
Yeah. My hands are numb and I can't turn down the microphone. So let's ask this person how they're enjoying. We gotta bother people real quick. Good morning. How's your walk this morning?
Very nice.
Tell me something.
What's that?
Question for you. So on a rainy day like today, as you're walking like this, what goes through your mind?
Well, I just love it out here.
It's worth it, isn't it? Just being here.
Oh yeah.
I love it too. I love it too. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, I don't bring any thoughts from there with me. I just
That's great.
gaze on this and enjoy it.
That's great. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Wow, that's interesting. That was pretty deep. So that gentleman shared something with us that was pretty deep.
What's that?
He said, I don't carry any of the thoughts from over there. I'll just show y'all what he did with his hands.
What just tell us?
No, he said, I don't carry any of so the ocean's that way, y'all. And the inland is that way. And he said, I don't carry any of the thoughts from over there to over here with me. I thought that was really cool.
That's awesome. That
He-
is true, because when you look at the ocean, you just, any big problem seems tiny. When you hear that sound, and
I'm not sure why it turned around. All right, share Psalm 100, verse 2 with us, please.
my handy dandy notebook here. Alright. Carla's already sending pictures.
Is she?
Alright,
That's true, Christine. Christine says he reminded her of the angels watching the sunrise from the City of Angels,
yeah.
the movie. Lisa Bourne, good morning. So it's 100, verse 2, not 102.
Oh, thank you for clarifying.
So the wind has picked up.
There's wind gusts of,
I will tell you the chance of rain right now is 100% because we are getting rained on. But it doesn't feel that bad.
it says, worship the Lord with gladness.
Oh,
come
she's
before
got it.
him with joyful songs.
So Carla posted it right here for us, dear.
What was her version?
Her version says, shout for joy to the Lord. Everyone on earth worship the Lord with gladness. Come to him with songs of joy. And then there's more there, but I can't touch it because my hands are numb. It says see more, so I try to hit see more. There it is.
Oh, wow. Stewardship book.
Know that the Lord is God. He made us, and we belong to him. We are his people. We are the sheep belonging to his flock. Give thanks as you enter the gates of his temple, give praise as you enter his courtyards. Give thanks to him and praise his name. The Lord is good. His faithful love continues forever. It will last for all time to come. Psalm 100, 1 through 5. Thank you, Carla.
So the part we had focused on earlier was, because the verse we read was like, it talked about serving, serving the Lord and singing while doing it, pretty much. It's like praising his name while serving, and while serving others, you should sing joyfully. It's like, serve with a positive attitude, and then, in the name of Christ, serve with a grateful, glad heart.
Yes.
You know,
Sometimes it's easy to serve, or not easy. Sometimes we serve and we're doing something for someone else, and
I'm not so happy about it.
we're not so happy about it. We just feel like we got to do it.
Just be glad God gives you the ability to serve and whistle while you work.
Yes.
Just don't whistle like so loud that it hurts somebody else's ears.
So when you're serving, George, when you're helping somebody else during a time of need, what is that a good thing for you, or is that hard for you?
No, it's a good thing for me. It's not that hard.
Do you remember a time when you were serving and you felt like, just a little opportunity to be real, right? Because I think all of us sometimes when we serve aren't glad to do it, but we feel obligated to do it. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Do you remember a time when it was like that?
Probably when you had too much on your plate.
Usually
You ever
is
serve?
during work when it's that way. If I'm not working and I'm helping someone, it's because I want to. I don't feel obligated to help someone. If somebody asks for help and I know I can do it, then, I gladly will help them. It's at work sometimes, you're overwhelmed because you have so much going on. It's hard to do it.
The last time I remember feeling not real happy to be serving was when I was helping someone move. And it was the middle of the night, and my body was hurting for some reason. My foot. And I was helping them move, and I remember halfway through or so, I just said, because all the reasons I wasn't happy were like, I was missing the Clemson game to help them move, right? I was missing the game. I was starving because I hadn't eaten all day.
It's late.
Yeah, and it was late, and then I just stopped myself. This is something Holly is teaching me. As the minute you start to feel those thoughts of negativity coming into your mind, you can stop them, and you can control them. You can reprogram them. So that's
I like reprogram. There's no controlling your actual feelings.
well, there's a thought
You can, yeah.
after the feeling.
Right. Okay, it's gotten bright enough that the lights on the pier went off.
Yes. And the wind has really picked up.
Yes, it's actually a little chilly.
It is chilly.
That's because we're wet too. That probably doesn't help.
George, you are a trooper.
Yeah, it's good to reprogram. I still like the way you said it earlier this week. Are you humbly grateful or grumbly hateful? So choose to be humbly grateful, even if you want to be the latter. Right?
Yes.
I always like Mary Poppins when Mr. Banks is
she say to him?
She just said I never explained anything, and she went about her business. Because he was being so uptight and ridiculous, and she knew that he was being uptight and ridiculous. And sometimes instead of getting angry at people when they act uptight and ridiculous, you just have to go, you know, they're missing the joy in life when they choose to act that way. They're missing that moment to just calm down and find their center. But, you know, they choose to be ridiculous. It's like when you get road rage. I mean, you know, someone pulls in front of you and you're like, "Arr!"
Not me.
Seriously.
I don't get upset with. I never in a car. I never get upset in a car.
Well, that's good.
Nothing you do.
But your passengers get upset in the car.
Now that's funny. No, I feel the same way about my children.
Stop driving so close, Dave.
Nothing. No, I'm a pokey driver, dear. You know that.
Yeah,
I am pokey. If I get a speeding ticket, then something is really wrong.
you got a speeding ticket, so I guess it was a bad day. And on a motorcycle even.
I know, on a motorcycle. That was bad. Motorcycles are different. They're fun. Cars are like supposed to be comfortable. Trucks are supposed to be smooth, and motorcycles are fun. So I had such a good idea pop into my brain.
I'm sorry. Did I pop your
And then
bubble?
no, you didn't pop my bubble. You were talking about the cars, and now I can't remember. So now this right here is total commitment right here.
That's awesome.
Wow, you rock. That guy right there. That is great.
You're gonna break out into a run with them in a second.
That's incredible.
I admire that. I wish I could run. I'm not a runner.
You can run.
I like riding bikes.
What time you have? Because I sense the sunrise.
Yeah, it should be rising, and I have a feeling. Yeah, it's 7:37, so it's been rising for 7 minutes. So we did notice it get lighter out here, but
Yes.
this is as low as it's gonna get.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely not a great day for surfing.
Yes.
And we might see a some sun at some point poking out here and there, but it'll be kind of an overcast, chill out day. Yeah.
Yes, it is a great day to fish. So are we signing out?
I'm cold.
You're cold. We're gonna Shelbo. So we are signing out. George, thanks for joining us today, man.
Thank you for having me.
One of these days we're gonna use your iPhone 12 and see if there's a major difference out here. You say there is.
And they have totally upgraded the camera on the iPhone 12.
That's cool.
So the biggest difference you found with the iPhone 12, you've had it for how many days? 2 days?
2 days.
Yes. What's the biggest difference?
Camera, and it is faster.
What's faster?
The speed, because it is 5G, it is, the internet speed is faster, and the camera is just amazing, especially at low light.
So the camera at low light is, what about it specifically?
It pulls in any light. Like I took a picture the other night, and just with the TV on, everything else turned off, and it almost looked like we had lights turned on. It just pulled in all the light that it needed. Right.
So we're gonna take some pictures and put them in the comments on this, so we can see if there's any. Even in the rain, we're gonna take a few. We are not using the iPhone 12 for this live, but one day we will. All right, y'all, we're signing out. Everybody serve today with a cheerful heart and a great